Hey guys, how's it going? Jared from the Vinyl Corner, and today we will be unboxing this limited edition version of the Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 soundtracks composed by Dan Forden. So if you guys know anything about me, my old YouTube channel was about me collecting retro video games, and one of my favorite series of all time is the Mortal Kombat franchise. My last channel was named after it, Scorpion Slayer 66, and it was pretty much a huge part of my childhood, as weird as that sounds. I played it a lot with my mom growing up and my brother, and it just has a ton of meaning to me. I got all the PS2 ones when they came out because that's when I had consoles and stuff, but my brother and I played like Mortal Kombat 4 all the time, and I played Mortal Kombat 2 when I was collecting retro games all the time. And yeah, it's just one of my all-time favorite series. It means so much to me, and a huge part of that, especially for the early games, was the music. I mean, the Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 soundtracks were some of the best soundtracks for a video game ever made, in my personal opinion. Dan Forden did an excellent job, and I'm going to talk briefly about both soundtracks after I get done unboxing this, but this was put out by Enjoy the Ride Records. They're a small little company, but they have a subsidiary company called Enjoy the Tunes, where they put out, cartoon related items. But they press up a lot of really interesting stuff, and from what I've been told, they are very high quality. This is the first time I am purchasing something from them, but I could not say no to this. There were two versions. I got the Fatality limited edition, so let's unbox this and see what it looks like. So here it is. It did get a little dinged up in shipping, so I hope that doesn't cause an issue. But I'm very, very excited to open this one up, so let's get to cracking it. So here it is, all wrapped up. I absolutely love this front cover. It uses like kind of the text that would be used in game over here, and it's absolutely beautiful. The spine here is really interesting as well. If it'll focus, that would be great. But Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, there you go. And then here is the beautiful back. Has all of the track listing over here, again in the same text it would be in the game, and it has a screenshot from the Mortal Kombat 2 choose your fighter screen, which is super fucking awesome, and it has all the characters up here. It's just really well presented. It doesn't look like it's overblown or anything, it's just like how it would be pixelated in the game itself. So it is officially licensed by NetherRealm Studios, Enjoy the Ride Records, and Warner Bros. And they did a pressing of this before, so this is technically the second pressing, but this is the first time that these are available on vinyl. So that is very awesome, and this is the limited edition Fatality version of it. So let's crack off this cellophane and see what color it is. Alright, before we get into it, I actually forgot that this is a gatefold, and this is absolutely amazing. I just adore everything about this. That's my favorite stage in the game, besides maybe the pit at night, and just, it epitomizes Mortal Kombat, obviously. This was the big deal about the game back then. So again, this image doesn't look blown up or anything. It's really crisp in person. It looks absolutely beautiful. So without any more dilly-dallying, let's check out what color this record is. I'm very excited to see how this came out. And again, this is the Fatality edition. So this is a clear with red splatter. Mine's pretty cool. It actually blobbed up in the middle, but it still has all this in the edge. So this is really, really pretty. Using like the game's, iconic dragon image there, again with all the labeling and stuff like that. And on the B side is the Mortal Kombat 2 one. So this is absolutely stunning. This is just super fantastic. The packaging on this was absolutely amazing, and I believe this was like $20 or $25. So just for the packaging alone and the presentation, I'm very satisfied, and I'm sure that these are done very well. But I'm gonna give these a spin and let you guys know how everything is with it. But again, this packaging is just super killer, and I'm very, very excited to own this. So yeah, the packaging on this was absolutely fantastic. They did a really great job kind of capturing the essence of Mortal Kombat, more specifically 2, because there is more Mortal Kombat 2 music than there is Mortal Kombat 1, obviously, but it really captures the whole mood of the album and the game itself. So yeah, really great packaging, and again, those discs are absolutely beautiful. But yeah, as for the mixing and the mastering and all of that, this sounds really nice. One thing about these early Mortal Kombat soundtracks is the bass on them was absolutely fantastic. It was super crisp. They were really early on to certain recording techniques and using like electronic stuff through the computers and digital and all that. But yeah, the bass on this kicks so heavy, and that's really a lot due to the original mastering and recording of it, because Dan made it sound super punchy. But on these records, it just kicks so hard. It sounds so nice. It's very clean sounding. So yeah, they did a really great job, not only with the packaging and representing this, but also with the sound of it. And yeah, overall, I was really impressed. And again, this is the first time I've ever ordered anything from Enjoy the Ride, and I definitely will be keeping up with their releases, because this is very solid. And for the price and, like, you know, the novelty of owning it, a lot of other companies would have charged much more and could have charged much more, but you know, they kept it at a very decent price, especially considering, again, these were limited to 350 and I only had to pay like $25. So yeah, really happy with this overall. But again, as for these soundtracks, if you guys ever played these original games, you know, these songs are stuck with you forever, especially when you're playing it. You can hum every single note to them. Dan arranged them in such a uniquely catchy, but again, brooding and atmospheric way. Especially, I'm going to be focusing more on the Mortal Kombat 2 side, because again, there's a lot more Mortal Kombat 2 music, and it was kind of where Dan Forden shined in that regard. He really just had this great sense of atmosphere and world building with his compositions for video games. And again, that really wasn't something that was super explored early on. I mean, obviously, like the original like Nintendo games and stuff had great soundtracks, but in terms of like a full atmosphere and kind of just making things seem doom and gloom, this is definitely one of the best early examples of a video game soundtrack being able to do that. Especially when you can imagine what these stages look like and the stories behind them while you're listening to it. They just have this really dark sensibility to them, and that's what I really appreciated about the step from Mortal Kombat 1 to Mortal Kombat 2. It was just bigger, darker, more badass, and that's very reflective in the soundtracks. The first one is kind of, you know, good compositions, very sparse, but they fit very well for the game. But the second one just seems like it was taken a lot more for, like, accounted for, rather. And all of these songs are just meticulously crafted, and they're some of the most interesting, kind of upbeat, but, you know, simultaneously there's ones that are downbeat, kind of dancey. They're kind of, you know, memorable, but they're also just very good at setting a tone of darkness, chaos, and impeding death that this whole game focuses on, obviously. You know, it's just a lot of the attention to detail with the sound is what made these early Mortal Kombat games fantastic. You know, the punches sound a lot different, a lot of the sound effects, a lot of the catchphrases, you know. It was part of this cultural zeitgeist that created Mortal Kombat, and, you know, obviously the game is so influential and talked about for a reason. It means so much to so many people for so many reasons, and again, I keep saying it, but Dan Forden and his music was a huge reason for that, and I, as a huge Mortal Kombat fan, am very happy to finally be able to own a piece of his work on vinyl. So, yeah, guys, let me know down below what you thought of the packaging. Also, let me know what your favorite Mortal Kombat game is. Talk about some memories with that series. You know, I have a ton, so yeah, let me know down below what you guys thought of this package and all of that, if it was worth the $25 in your eyes. And while you're down in the comments, hit that subscribe. Check out all the links in the description. Also, don't forget to check out a video recommended at the end of this one. Until next time, guys, have a nice day.